What's up, everyone? The Niners won a big game. I said they were going to win it. I predicted they would win 19-10. That was a conservative guess. And since I undersold their offense so spectacularly, I'm wearing the denim jacket that I said I would wear if they lost. No, honestly, I'm wearing the jacket because I went through so much trouble to get it yesterday. I went all the way to San Francisco, went to Buffalo Exchange, and spent $22 on this thing. It says $1 million pull or something, Cash Creek. So if you donated this to Buffalo Exchange in San Francisco, thank you. Because I think it's a really cute jacket. I walked into Buffalo Exchange and I was like, give me the cutest jacket you got. They're like, we got a denim jacket with your name on it. I was like, oh, what? Cutest. I think it's cute. What do you guys think? Okay, let's talk about the game. Nick Mullens. I feel like I turned Nick Mullens into a meme. You know, like, and no one thinks I'm serious about Nick Mullens. When I say he's good, they're like, oh, that's hilarious. Like, there's Grant pumping up some guy who isn't good. Turns out he's really good. Turns out he's better than even I said he was. Now, he started off a little slow today, but what were you going to expect? No preseason, really no reps with the starters in training camp. Give him a half to get his feet underneath him. A game. He's fantastic. And he's not just like a product of the system. What did we see today from Nick Mullens? We saw a guy who is poised, who has a stronger arm than he had 2 years ago. He gets through his reads. He sees the field. He makes good decisions. He had a couple of passes that could have been tipped, that could have been intercepted. He also had a couple of passes that were dropped that could have been big gainers. So I think that's kind of a wash. I mean, I feel like here's how today went. Like, first quarter, you're looking at him, it's like, gee, he may not be that good. He's not ready. By the third quarter, you're like, yep, definitely the best backup quarterback in the league or one of them. And by the end of the game, you're like, this guy's better than a lot of starting quarterbacks. I mean, really. And what Shanahan said about him after the game, he can make every throw we need him to make, and he never hesitates. He's so prepared. The throw that I was most impressed with from Mullens today, I thought it was the best play he's ever made in his life, or that I've seen him make, was the throw down the field to McKinnon. I mean, he was reading the right side of the field. He went through his progression. No one was open. He was calm. He didn't panic. He looked to the left, saw Jerick McKinnon like 30 yards down the field and was like, oh, yeah, I got that. Oh, yeah. No hesitation. Rips a 30-yard pass to Jerick McKinnon, who does a spinning catch like, oh, that was nice. I thought Mullens made a lot of like really subtle but nice plays, like backing up, under sidearm, different platforms. Really, what more would you want to see from Nick Mullens in that game? He's never going to be 6'5". He's never going to throw a 59-mile-an-hour pass or an 80-yard bomb. He does everything else well. And I'm not saying there should be a quarterback controversy, but I'm not saying there shouldn't be. No, I'm just saying if Jimmy Garoppolo needs a week, give him a week. If he needs 2 weeks, give him 2 weeks. And also to sit with his high ankle sprain. Allegedly, teams offered the Niners trades for Jimmy Garoppolo. Whichever team, excuse me, for Nick Mullens this offseason. Whichever teams offered those trades are going to look at this game and be like, yep, that's exactly what we were hoping we would get. So the Niners have a big trade chip. I don't know if they want to trade Nick Mullens, but his value only went up. He's going to be a restricted free agent next year. Got to figure they're going to give him a second-round tender at minimum. Taysom Hill got a first-round tender. Nick Mullens is a better quarterback than Taysom Hill. Maybe the Niners give him a first-round tender. This guy's going to make some money. I was watching the game with my wife, and she's so impressed. How could you not be impressed with Nick Mullens? He's playing the game. He's playing so well, and my wife goes, how much money is he making this year? I said, $750,000. She goes, that's it? What's the other guy making? I said, $27 million. She said, that's not fair. They should give some of Jimmy's money to Nick. I was like, that does sound fair. If only it worked that way. Really? So, big picture. Last year, I said, Jimmy Garoppolo's playing great, but he's doing what the Niners ask him to do. And I really believe if he got hurt, Nick Mullens could do all those things. You see what I'm saying now? It's not that crazy of a thing to say. Kyle Shanahan doesn't ask a lot of his quarterbacks physically. There's not a lot of difficult throws you got to make. The difficult part of Shanahan's offense for a quarterback is all mental, right? There's not a lot of deep throws, not a lot of sideline throws, there's a lot of screens, a lot of slants. He makes it easy for you if you can figure out what's going on, if you can handle all the stuff he puts on your plate mentally. Nick can do that. Nick Mullens is a coach on the field. And what makes him so unique is most quarterbacks who have that type of temperament, the coach on the field temperament, do not relate with their teammates. They're the nerdy guys who the coaches love and the players hate. I'm thinking about Kirk Cousins. Nick Mullens has that Kirk Cousins computer in his head, but players and teammates actually like him. He actually inspires players. They have confidence in him. Who has confidence in Kirk Cousins? No one. And Kirk Cousins is good, but it's something about his personality. Nick Mullens actually inspires confidence. He's going to be a head coach in the NFL one day. Watch. Definitely college, maybe NFL too. He's got the perfect temperament for a quarterback, and you can see he's improving his game. Now he may be tougher for him next week against the Eagles, but on the road, he's going to get players back. Now that he's got Ayuk, Dwelly, Bourne, I think he's going to keep playing well. He's going to make it tough for Jimmy Garoppolo in the sense that Mullens is going to play so well. Jimmy's going to get his job back, but Jimmy's going to have to play at a high level. If he gets his job back and have a couple stinkers in a row, I'm not saying he will. You know what fans are going to say. It's going to be me too. But you know what fans are going to say. This guy's setting the bar real high. Jimmy's was a little shaky. Jimmy Garoppolo's, he was cool week 2, not so great week 1. Did you guys catch Jimmy's face on the sideline? He went from being like, to being like, I'd be the same way. It must be tough having a backup like that, you know? Just this relentless guy with no physical gifts who just is on your butt every day, making life tough. Well, I guess that's what Jimmy was supposed to be to Tom Brady. Now he has someone returning the favor. Good for Nick Mullens. Anything else we need to talk about with Nick? That was a hell of a performance. Really inspired.